Before starting this activity, think about the following example. In 1933, the Washington Braves NFL football team changed their name to the Washington Redskins. In 2020, facing increasing public pressure over its racially themed mascot and logo, the team is planning to change their name again and drop the use of Redskins. As a placeholder, they are called the Washington Football Team. What do you think their new name should be? How can their new name/image rectify their previous culturally insensitive history? Does it matter that other professional sports teams have similar names, like the Kansas City Chiefs, the Cleveland Indians, or the Atlanta Braves, and that high schools all across the country still use Native American symbols and images? The Washington Football Team name change was done by a private business. The issue at the level of state and local government remains a matter of open policy debate. By the end of 2020, and despite a number of name changes in response to the Black Lives Matter movement, 26 communities in Massachusetts, the most in New England, still have a Native American mascot at their school. A bill to prohibit the use of Native American mascots in public schools has been introduced in Massachusetts. Multiple states have laws or resolutions prohibiting or eliminating Native American mascots in public schools, such as Maine, Oregon, California, Wisconsin, Minnesota, Washington, New York, New Hampshire, and Michigan. What steps do you think state and local governments might take to combat racial/cultural stereotypes and promote fully inclusive histories of Indigenous peoples? For step 1, you will explore some examples of these mascots. Research the following. What public schools and colleges still have Native American mascots or logos in your region? How are Native American mascots and logos used on school websites and social media posts? And how do national sports team or product manufacturers use Native American imagery and symbols? Once you have done some research, move on to step 2 and critically evaluate what you found. To do so, select one Native American logo from a school or sports team to analyze further. Then ask yourself, who designed the logo? What is the background of the logo? Why is it designed the way it looks? What bias does the designer present about Native Americans based on their design? And do you think Native Americans were consulted during the design of this logo? Why or why not?